Good morning, everyone. Good health to everyone. How are you doing today? We are going to be focusing on Psalm 9. Psalm 9. Let's get started. This psalm is to reduce the power of what you consider your enemies and to overcome evil forces. I will praise you, O Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonders. I will be glad and I will rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. My enemies turn back. They stumble and perish before you. For you have upheld my right and my cause. You have sat on your throne and judged righteously. You have rebuked the nations and destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their names forever. Endless ruin has overtaken the enemy. You have uprooted cities. You've even erased the memory of them when they perished. The Lord reigns forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He will judge the world in righteousness. He will govern the peoples with justice. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name will trust in you. For you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord, enthroned in Zion, proclaimed amongst the nations what he has done. For he who avenges blood remembers. He does not ignore the cry of the afflicted. O Lord, see how my enemies persecute me. Have mercy and lift me up from the gates of death, that I may declare your praises in the gates of the daughter of Zion, and there rejoice in your salvation. The nations have fallen into a pit they dug. Their feet are caught in a net they hide. The Lord is known by his justice. The wicked are ensnared by the works of their own hands. Selah. The wicked return to the grave, all the nations that forget God. But the needy will not always be forgotten, nor the hope of the afflicted ever perish. Arise, O Lord, let not man trumpet. Let the nations be judged in your presence. Strike them with terror, O Lord. Let the nations know they are but only man. Selah. That was nice. I like that. Psalm 9 is to overcome evil forces, all evil forces. Copy verse 5 and 6 onto parchment paper. Place the paper beneath a black candle, which is then lighted and burned until consumed. There is one request I have of you. You better know who your enemies are. If there is delusion in this, it will not take effect. Because someone that you don't like could be on you. The prayer could be about you. You do magic on somebody that's protected, then you're doing magic on yourself. So you better know who your enemies are. Verse 5 and 6 on parchment paper or brown paper bag paper. Or I meant to buy some brown paper bag paper. Thou hast rebuked the heathen. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever. O thy enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. Their memory is perished with them. To reduce the power of enemies, pray the psalm devoutly, and all will be powerless to harm you. Beneath each verse, insert this prayer: God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. That's after each and every verse. I will praise the Lord. I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. Most high. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish in front of you. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause, and thou sattest in the throne, judging rightfully. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. Thou hast rebuked the heathen. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. O thy enemies, destructions are come to a perpetual end. Thou hast destroyed cities, their memory is perished with them. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne. for judgment. God is my salvation. I will trust and will not be afraid. And he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. God is my salvation. I will trust and will not be afraid. And they know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek him. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. Sing praises to the Lord, which dwelleth in Zion. Declare among the people his great doings. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. When he maketh inquisition for the blood, he remembered them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. Have mercy upon me, O Lord. Consider my trouble when I suffer of them that hate me. Thou hast lifted me up from the gates of death. God is my salvation. I will trust and will not be afraid. That I shall forth that I show forth all thy praises in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in my salvation. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. The heathen are sunk down in a pit that they made, in the net which they hid in their own foot. The Lord, God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. The Lord is known by the judgment he executeth. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hands. Higgaion, Selah. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. The wicked shall turn into hell, and all the nations that forgot God. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. Arise, O Lord. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. God is my salvation. I will trust and will not be afraid. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be nothing more than man. Selah. God is my salvation, and I will not be afraid.